We don't like to look gift horses in the mouth here at Visor Down. So when we had the 790 Duke in for a couple of weeks of our first ride, we thought we should also have another bite of the cherry. Gift horses and cherries, we're mixing the metaphors, but don't worry too much about that. And we should do a 2-bike or a 3-bike test at the same time. So we have 2 bikes here, but we have another one which is Laura's. Laura's bringing the long-term Gsx-s750, which is a bit late. So when she gets here we'll have 3 bikes. In the meantime we get 2 bikes. KTM 790 Duke, totally new for this year, all new engine, you know, rootin' tootin', urban weapon. It's really good this. If you watched the first ride or read about the first ride, everybody likes this bike, including me, apart from the brakes, but we'll come on to that. Here we have Triumph Street Triple 765. This is the RS, the super fancy version with Öhlins everything, magical Brembo brakes and the full power engine. This came out last year, 3 cylinders obviously, so it's got a few less cc than the 799 twin, but the 3 cylinders means a bit more power. So we've got a twin, we've got a triple, and then we've got a 4 coming, which is the Suzuki 750. They probably all count as, you know, sort of naked middleweight class, these 3 bikes, but they're massively different from each other. And first thing to think about is the price really. I mean, this is 10.2 I think, you know, a lot of money, but you've got a lot of premium parts. If you want the cheaper version, there's an S version and an R version as well, which have got sort of more basic components and a bit cheaper. This is 8.5, not bad considering the new engine and all that, but again you've got unadjustable forks and stuff, which brings the price down a bit. The Suzuki's the budget option really. I think it's 7.5, 7.7, 7.8, something like that. Considerably cheaper than that. Not massive cheaper than this, £800 I think it is. Before that you've got your Gsx-s750 engine, detuned, you know, it's just taking peak power down, brought it up to date with Euro 4 emissions and all that. It's got quite a basic sort of steel tube frame and swing arm, you know, it's nothing fancy, but it's quite a good bike on the quiet and quite good fun for not masses of money, as I said. We're going to spend today just riding around the roads. We're up Hertfordshire way, Hitchin, Hearts, that kind of neck of the woods, and we'll see how these 3 go when the other one comes. At the start I said these bikes are kind of in the same class, but they're quite different, and I think we found that out today, you know, riding about as well. The 790, I really enjoy this bike, and if you stick around town it's amazing. Start going on the motorway or going a bit further afield, even I think sort of faster, sort of sweeping A roads, the sort of tall riding position, you know, you feel as if you're up in the breeze a bit more. That counts against it, and it just doesn't feel as settled and natural as the Triumph and the Suzuki. The Street Triple is an amazing bike, you know, they're just really nicely put together, good engine, it ticks all the boxes in terms of toys, you know, quick shifter, you know, traction control, all that kind of stuff. It's not got a down quick shifter, but which the KTM does have, and it's one of those things that you think, come on Dowds, what are you complaining about? You need an up and a down quick shifter. But now that they're on quite a few bikes, you kind of get used to them, and you really miss it when it's not there. You would get used to it sort of soon enough, I'm sure, but no downshifter on the 765 counts against it a wee bit for me. The Suzuki, you just keep thinking, you know, the price and the sort of heritage and the history behind that bike, and I don't know, I've got a soft spot for it still, definitely. And today, the brakes are better than the KTMs today. As I say, I think there's a problem with the KTM brakes, but you know, we'll sort of find that out later on. For the money and for the components on the 750, you know, it's just a nice all-round bike. You don't have any toys, there's no quick shifters, there's no fancy suspension or anything, you know, but just, if you just want a cheap budget bike to get on every day, could get to work and then have some fun on at the weekend, you know, it's more than fine. And there's a good base to work on as well if you want to sort of do some customisation. Because that's my long term, where we've got some better tyres on it, we've got slip-on cams, it's a bit louder, and you can do all the things like that. Whereas if you buy the 765 sort of street triple, you're kind of going, oh God, what can I fit to it? It's got everything. Those sort of personal touches that you might want to put on yourself is kind of harder to come across. Today I've come away most impressed, I think, with the KTM, the 790 Duke. It's just that engine is a peach. You know, KTM's very good at this kind of thing. They've been doing it for years now. The 950 SM, the 1290 sort of Super Duke, all those big, punchy, meaty, beefy twin engines. And this engine certainly deserves its place alongside those. You know, just instant sort of grunt off the bottom end, massive top end power as well. You think they've really gone to town and made a good job of this engine. So there you go then. Suzuki, cheap shoes, gets you in, gets you moving, you can do what you want with it. KTM, it's a mid-priced, great engine, and best round town. And the Street Triple is probably the best all-round bike, but then you're paying for that, so maybe that's the deal. Pay more money, get better things. Maybe that's the lesson.